Charlotte's Web. Elaine Quijano takes a look at this tale of loyalty and friendship and the painful realities of life and death.
E.B. White's classic, Charlotte's Web, has sold millions of copies and spawned 2 movies.
My name is Charlotte A. Kavatica.
The story centers on the friendship between Charlotte, a spider, and Wilbur, a pig destined for slaughter. Writer E.B. White based Wilbur on an actual sickly pig from his farm in Maine, says Michael Sims, author of The Story of Charlotte's Web.
He did everything he could to save its life, worked with his son, stayed up all night, had the veterinarian over 2 or 3 times. Nothing worked. The pig dies, and he's much more sad than he ought to have been. And it stays in his mind.
As for the spider, White's barn was filled with them. And for her name, Charlotte A. Kavatica, he consulted with experts.
And he discovered he had the wrong scientific name for the spider. He learned that her name was Araenia cavatica. So he shrinks the Araenia to a little A middle initial, and she becomes the Charlotte A. Kavatica, who breaks our hearts.
Even as Charlotte saves Wilbur's life with her clever webs advertising his virtues, White allows Charlotte to die after laying her eggs, just as real barn spiders do. Her death so moved the author, he faltered when he recorded the audiobook.
When Charlotte is dying, and he has to read those words, "No one was with her when she died," and 16 times his voice cracked, or he got tears in his eyes. And on the 17th take, 20 years after it was published, he finally was able to read it without breaking down.
Nobody of the hundreds of people that had visited the fair knew that a gray spider had played the most important part of all. No one was with her when she died.
This year, the Library of Congress designated Charlotte's Web a book that shaped America. Officials called the story notable for the way it treats death as a natural and inevitable part of life. Elaine Quijano, CBS News, New York.